It appears that the Iranian nuclear deal is closer than ever. Maybe it's not what US really expected, but now the ball is in US court and they have to make the final decision. Whether to settle things with Iran once and for all, or to continue Trump's dangerous game and cause more chaos in the Middle East. Hello everyone, I'm Shafi. Welcome to the new episode of Polit Affairs. Signs show that the Iranian nuclear deal is closer than ever. Why? Let's have a brief look to know. Iran's reaction to US in case sanctions are not removed is simple. If I'm not allowed to sell oil and have normal economic ties with the world, why should I let others have them? This is why it's obvious. If the deal is not reached in coming days, we may witness hard days in Middle East and even Europe. Biden administration doesn't want this at the same time when they are confronting Russia and China in Europe and East of Asia. Besides, Europe needs Iranian energy resources to calm down energy crisis when the winter is coming. EU's foreign policy chief Josep Borrell said today that most countries involved in nuclear talks with Iran agree with the European Union proposal that aims to save a 2015 nuclear deal. He also said Iran's answer to this proposal was reasonable, and now we are waiting for US answer. If it's positive, then after 16 months of indirect US-Iranian talks with the EU shuttling between, the deal will finally be reached. There are the two main obstacles. The first one is Israel, which is not totally justified that the Iran nuclear deal will save them. Israel has already warned that they won't obey this deal and have their own plans to confront Iran. This is while Persian Gulf Arab countries are somehow pleased with the talks and possible deal. They have already negotiated with Tehran on themselves. UAE is on the verge of returning ambassador to Tehran, and foreign affairs ministers of Iran and Saudi Arabia will also meet after 6 rounds of direct negotiations in Iraq. The next obstacle is Rafael Grossi, Director General of International Atomic Energy Agency. Each time parties get closer to a deal, he starts talking about new problems and how Tehran is not cooperating. One may assume he's totally under control of Tel Aviv. It's also interesting that hardliners in Tehran are also talking against the deal and asking the government to end negotiations. So American Republicans and Trump's fans, Israel and Iranian hardliners are against the deal. Does it ring any bell? Based on a report, US is happy with the response from Iran. They did not expect Tehran to cooperate to this level. Now they really feel that Iran is ready for a deal. Tehran says US has retreated from initial requests and US claims the same. The deal is closer than ever, and both countries have given all they could to make it work. There is no major disagreement left in the negotiations. Now everyone has been waiting more than a week for the US response. It's a hard task for Joe Biden. If he accepts the deal, he will boldly fulfill his pre-election promise and end the Trump heritage. But he will also face serious dissatisfaction from Republicans who prefer a new war in the Middle East rather than peace. What will Biden eventually do? What do you think about it? I'll be glad to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out other videos in my channel and to subscribe.